Today we are back with another community member gameplay review where we break down gameplay that was submitted by a member of the community. Gameplay that probably looks a little bit more like yours. Now today we're breaking down gameplay here from Nick, who is a 2.4 ED player. So we have that elimination to death ratio, a little bit higher than KD, but still a very good overall 2.4 ED player. Now this lobby is, to be honest with you, an easier lobby for him, but doesn't drop as many kills as he should. So throughout this entire game, we're going to obviously focus on things he does well as a good player, but really going to focus on why he doesn't drop as many kills as he should. Now, starting off here, first thing I see, we see a little bit of shooting over here in prison. I haven't watched this whole game back. I've watched bits and pieces right here to get a sense of what type of player he is. Really good job of acting on that information, right? He sees the weapon ping. He's got the aims here early. Obviously doesn't quite have a good enough angle to be able to get that kill, but that is totally okay to kind of play that positioning. What that tells me is he recognizes those weapon pings and he's going to be acting on that throughout. Real quick, by the way, guys, if you are new here, my whole goal is just help you become a better player. This is going to be a very in-depth breakdown. This isn't a game that I'm just going to let play. We're going to really break this down and try to help you become a better player, start to get more kills. Now, he does push into prison. He's got the Cypher right here. Not quite able to get that down. And one minor thing right here, guys, keep in mind when we are playing quads, he's playing quads with teammates here. So he's got a full squad. When we are playing quads, that first kill is so important. So when we talk about reload timing, this guy's broken, which means he's probably down to about, maybe 125 health. But instead of reloading here, right, fly around this corner, center your crosshairs, see if you might be able to sneak that down. If you can get that down on that enemy on the other side, kind of straight down, if we look at minimap, straight down this lane right here, then from there, if we get that full kill, we can figure out where his teammates are and start to act on the information from there. I'm not too concerned about the fact that he didn't get this kill early, but it's just something that you want to be thinking about is don't over reload. Don't reload too soon if you are able to get that down. What do we got up top here? One guy up top. That's tough. I'm not going to sit here and say that he should have gotten that down. There's that enemy. One guy down below. Be really, really careful. Okay, two things that I want to highlight right here. Number one, we are already at a disadvantage in this gunfight. Really good job of strafing to the right. I always do this in every single video. You can literally see this enemy missing bullets because Nick is strafing to the right side here. So is able to make up that gap. From here, guys, we immediately start plating. But what we are doing at the same time is looking at minimap, right? So I'm literally watching this guy the whole entire time. I'm watching which way is this enemy moving to. 3 questions we always ask, guys. Okay, let me slow this down for a second. After we get a kill, how many enemies are alive? 1, right? We see this one enemy on radar here. Where are they in relation to you? Okay, he's down below, probably about 20 meters straight ahead, but we know that the infill strike hit in prison, so we have to keep that in mind. The most important question is, where is he moving to? So as I pull this back here, watch this happen full speed, okay? I want you to kind of make your eyes go to the minimap as soon as he gets this kill. Really good job strafing. Okay, ready? We're going to start plating. I'm watching. Oh, he's not pushing my direction. I know that I'm okay. If he is pushing our direction, then we have to back off that. Although what we did notice is that we have our teammate here with us just in case. Nick's down to 1 shot here, so he's going to back off. He's got, it looks like the Superi here, which we know is a really good option mobility-wise. Yep, just acted on that guy. Did he get that? He did get that kill. He did kind of sneak that kill. And really good job, whether it was his teammate calming, but we're going to see all of these weapon pings over this way. When it comes to getting more kills in Warzone, guys, especially on Rebirth, we're looking to string together as many kills as possible, right? So we have those minimap pings after a kill. The ideal situation is what pro players call flow state. So we get a piece of information, we get a kill, then we use the minimap pings to get another kill, then we use the more minimap pings to get another kill, and we just keep it rolling from there. These weapon pings right here are a great way to kind of kick off that. So he's going to really act on that. And I talk about this in pretty much every single video, the importance of weapon pings. 95% of players are going to still struggle with it and still not act on that information as well as they should. Good shots right there. We're already up to 3. One guy back outside. This guy's pushing up this way. Good. Good. See what he does from here. There's something I really want to highlight in this moment that I think we make it. Yeah, he ends up pushing. So, guys, in this moment right here, when we get this kill number 2, okay? When we get this second kill right here, I want you to watch this enemy. Okay, watch this enemy right here as we get this second kill, because what I'm recognizing and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to meet him. I'm trying to think ahead of where he's pushing to. So you can kind of see he's down below to the outside a little bit, kind of working his way to the front side, right? If you were to think about where he is, he's right on the other side of this wall right here, right? So he's kind of right around this way. But what I notice is he's kind of moving towards the walkway out here. Now, as I'm anticipating him, as I push out the window and anticipate him, what I'm listening for is the zip, because that's pretty much the only two options that he has, right? He's either going to push towards me or he's going to take the zip, at which point if he takes the zip, I figure out what my next move is. But I don't want to go ahead and chase him this way just because it takes so long to do, right? You can see it's just now we don't really know 100% where he is. He's obviously right up top this way. I don't know if he lagged out or whatever, but we're going to go ahead and take that kill. Like I said, easier lobby, we've got to take advantage of it, and Nick does not do that. By the way, guys, if you're not already subscribed, like I said, my whole goal is just to help you improve. Subscribe down below, watch my videos. I promise you'll become a better player. Give me 30 days. If after 30 days you haven't become a better player, you can just unsubscribe, but I promise that's not going to happen. Now, what do we do from here? 5 kills early. We are on very early 30 pace right here, to be honest with you. You know, very good start here when it comes to... Now, why does he not act on... Okay, he's going roof here. Let's see what he does. Let me stop talking for a minute here. Uh-oh. There's 2. 2 for sure. Nope. That's a mistake. That's a mistake. That's also a mistake. Okay. Is he gonna get thirsty? He's definitely gonna get thirsty here, right? Yeah. Okay. 2 big mistakes that he makes here. I want you to think about... I'm gonna give you a second here. What are the 2 big mistakes that he makes? Mistake number 1, he gets caught a little bit over aggressive here. He hears the sniper above, kind of ends up seeing this enemy right here a little late. So definitely a little bit over aggressive, but not a major mistake that I want to highlight. Mistake number 1 is overselling for the thirst, guys. When you are in this moment here, we're in a little bit of a tough spot. He's going to actually get this thirst right here, which puts him in a little bit of a tough position. Definitely aggressive there to get the thirst. Now, the second thing that I would say here is we're on a really good head glitch. Don't slide out here, right? Do not slide out in this moment and try to put yourself out in the open. Stay on that head glitch. Drop down, maybe snake that head glitch. For those of you who don't know, snaking is when we just drop below cover and then peek back up again pretty quickly. Instead of rotating out in the open here, at which point he goes down. He was almost very close to getting out of that situation. A little bit unfortunate there. Dying is going to happen. We're already at 6 kills. We're still going to be on probably early 30 pace here, and I already see another mistake happening in this moment. We talk about one of the biggest areas, guys, when it comes to getting more kills or why you are not getting more kills. It is probably this situation right here, which I'm guessing is going to happen. Flying back in. Let's see what he has here. Bunch of guns on the rooftop. I don't know why he just full sent that. Oh my gosh, this is actually kind of crazy. One guy flying above. That guy's above. What now? Back behind him. Yeah, he's dead here. Yeah, when we talk about, guys, one of the biggest reasons you're not getting enough kills or you're struggling to get kills, back-to-back deaths, there is nothing that will kill your game quicker than back-to-back deaths. Because, especially when you're playing with teammates, that respawn timer is pretty long. So all of a sudden, you're wasting, you know, you die, you wait 25 seconds to come back, you fly in, you regain a little bit, maybe you don't get good guns, you immediately die again, another 25 seconds, you've lost momentum, you've wasted a minute. So really try to prevent those back-to-back death situations. Let's see what he does from here, which this is a moment that I know what he does, and I actually really like what he does, which is, hey, we're off to a good 6-kill start here. 4 kills in the first is going to be 20 pace. 7 to 8 in the first is going to be 30 pace. So we're kind of in that 25 mark. But hey, you know what? We could definitely pick that up in mid-game. From here, let's go ahead and regain. My goal is to get momentum and get into that flow state that I talked about in second and third circle and keep it in second and third circle as much as possible. Ideally, we started off near the end of first and we're not regaining in second here. But my goal is to get into that flow state and get that momentum throughout the entire mid game, at which point then we can go into end game and put ourselves in a really good position to clutch with a bunch of kills. Platinum keep card. I like the biometric scanner regain here. Biometric scanners, guys, number 1, don't forget about it. It is a big reason that you're not getting as many kills as you want because it's a great way to regain, and a lot of you guys don't Remember that. Number 2, personal loadout here. Loadout is 281 meters away. He's stuck on him by himself here in bio, which I'm okay with the play because he's just regaining. Use that biometric scanner. That's going to give him cash. That's going to give him perks, especially because in quads, you know, loadouts are more expensive. So right here, he doesn't have enough for a loadout, but he didn't grab his perks yet. His perks did drop. He could buy his guns, at which point he's fully regained, and he's back in a really good position. Let's see what he does from here. People above? They pause from talking for a minute. Let me take a sip of coffee. Big coffee guy. It's why my name's Cup of Joe. You know. Good patience here. You know, use the cluster strike to force this team to rotate. Should give him a little window to be able to get his stuff. Yep. 1, 2. Good. Gun. I don't think. Guys, that can't be one that we think. That's got to be something that happens so fast, right? We need to know what guns we're grabbing. We need to be running the mental math in our head. Okay, I know what options I have. You know how you have your loadout set up, right? Whether it's you have a gunfighter and then a 5 attachment Cypher, 5 attachment secondary. You know how it's set up. You need to be looking at your cash going, okay, I have $11,000. I don't have enough for gunfighter. Let's go gunfighter secondary. Let's go 5 attachment primary. That's $7,500. We have $3,000 in change left. Let's go to buy portable radar. Let's get information. We have perks. We have lethal and tactical. We're good to go. Now, that's a lot of stuff to think about, but it's really simple, right? It's just doing basic mental math here and checking boxes. Do we have full loadout? Perks, lethal, tactical, primary, secondary, right? Do we have that? If we do, then we get information, but we don't have enough cash for a UAV because we spent it to get our guns, so now let's get portable radar. It's a lot when I say it like that, but at the end of the day, guys, it is very simple. It is very simple, and you're going to see him do it, right? Let's go here. He's going to push back out, right? Let's go through. Do I have full loadout? No. Okay, perks, lethal, tactical, other way around technically. Gun. We buy the, but you can see here he pauses, right? He doesn't really know because this is the problem. He doesn't have any 5 attachment gun setup, right? So depending on your secondary, this isn't the case for every secondary, but like your Cypher, you can run a 5 attachment. Your C9, you could definitely run a 5 attachment. You know, KSV, you can run a 5 attachment. Striker is obviously a 5 attachment. Superi is obviously a 5 attachment here. In this case, I would still go and get portable radar here. I would still go and get some information. Good job acting on weapon ping. Guy over to the left side. Let's see if he can start to get some momentum here. No need to stim there. Doesn't really do you any good. Doesn't do you anything. Really good job with that long slide there to stay wide. Right? He doesn't cut the slide here the second time. Watch him stay wide here to be able to kind of keep up with this guy. Right? He's not going to cut the slide right there. See how he keeps sliding out so he can get that guy around the corner? One guy inside to your right side here. On your level. On your level. On your level. Yep. Let's see what he does. He's got UAV up thanks to his teammate. Guy on buy station. Don't assume. Don't assume. We're killing our pace. We just killed our pace right there. He got his gun. Okay. Here's the mistake that he makes. Okay. So we obviously see right here that this guy's on buy station. I would challenge from this doorway here. It just gives us a good straight on angle. It doesn't force us to jump out the window because right here, guys, when we jump out the window and go to challenge this guy, kind of puts us in a bad spot there, right? Because there's not really anywhere that we have to finesse. So I would have played straight up on the door, kind of kept a little bit of outplay potential, but knowing this guy's on the buy. Now, the other thing when we talk about pacing, guys, is give yourself one more ping, right? So we're right in this moment. Instead of committing out the window, right? Play this door here. See if you can get the down, obviously. But then from there, if you don't, you'll see that this guy actually jumped down this way. So a lot of times I wait for one more ping, and that one more ping gives me a sense of the direction that he's moving to, so I can start to think about how to meet him, right? Don't chase him. Think ahead of where he's going to, and you're going to see this kind of slows his pace down a little bit here. He's also got some other enemies around him. The other thing that it does when it comes to, you know, that poor decision there, that tough decision, is we're going to not capitalize on this UAV as much as we should. Should not have jumped down there. I don't know if that was an accidental jump. We had a great angle. Yeah, no doubt you're going to get that kill, but there's no reason that we should have jumped down here. This should have 100% just been a fry this guy from high ground. The guy would never made it to the water. He might have made it around this wall, at which point we might have had to push down, but you cannot jump down here and put yourself in that bad spot. My gut does say that that was an accident, and that was just a little mantle, the automatic mantle. But at the end of the day, we got to try to stay high ground there as much as possible. Yep, keep the pressure on. This should be a pretty easy one. Down. Thirst, he's at 8. One guy up above him. We see that on radar. Needs to work on his aim just a little bit. You know, when we talk about that 2.4 KD or 2.4 ED, he's obviously got really good aim. A lot of times what you guys lack is consistency. You know, especially as you get up into that higher KD range. That's going to be the biggest difference between a 2 and a 3, a 3 and a 4, is that consistency in your aim. Those shots right there, right? Oh, let's see what happens here. If he gets... Hold on. Yep. So this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? So why did we take so much damage in that gunfight? Well, if you really want to look at it, this happens to a lot of you guys, right? We take a lot of damage in that gunfight because we missed some shots there. We missed some shots there. We missed some shots there. We missed some shots there, right? That guy gets away. This guy should be dead right here. There's no doubt about it that this guy should be dead right here. And then what ends up happening, and this is how this situation plays out for a lot of you, okay? I'm going to add a layer to this situation that'll make this very relatable for you. So you don't get this down. Now from here, you've got to put the pressure on, right? So now you go ahead and push through this way. You end up taking a lot of damage, and then what do you know? Enemy number 2 kills you. So all of a sudden, why did enemy number 2 kill you in this situation, right? He's going to be okay in this moment. He got away with it this time. But for a lot of you guys, enemy number 2 is close by to that enemy and ends up downing you. Why? Well, if we really look at it, it's because we didn't get the down when we initially should have, at which point he started to finesse, at which point we had to then put the pressure on, at which point we ended up taking more damage than we should have, at which point enemy number 2 kills us because we're low health. That is how this situation plays out for a lot of you. Obviously, didn't play out that way for him this time, but I guarantee you it has before. $11,000, we're thinking one thing here, guys. One thing when it comes to our pacing, kill this guy right here. Like I said, definitely an easier lobby, but did not capitalize on this as much as he should have. He's at 10 kills here. This lobby is still juicy. Good, 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 good. UAV. Guys, when we talk about getting more kills and why you're not getting as many kills as you should, clean pacing comes from clean kills, quick decisions, and information. Okay, making sure we're always in the action, getting clean kills so we can immediately challenge the next enemy and not waste time plating up, and quick decisions figuring out what our next move is. 2 guys over in chem. We gonna keep challenging these guys? I bet we are. I bet we are. Nope, this guy's flying in. He is using the Jackal. He told me he recorded this last week. Jackal has arguably the worst TTK out of SMGs right now. That's definitely something you should switch up. We want to be using meta SMGs from a TTK perspective, range, mobility, comfort perspective. Again, clean kills comes from, good pacing comes from clean kills. So we don't want to take more damage than we should. One guy again on him here. Good shots, good tracking. We're able to get that kill. This guy's on water tower, so just be careful here. We still have another UAV in pocket. We're at 13 kills here, so we're definitely on 20 pace. Still maybe on 30 pace, but we're starting to see our pacing slow down. And why is our pacing slowing down? This is the biggest thing that I want to highlight in today's gameplay, guys. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. Still have a bunch to break down. Like I said, I want to give you as much as possible. But guys, when we look at pacing here, this right here, this is what we're looking at. You know, we're fighting one guy on top chem who is just going to sit up there the rest of the game. We've got one guy down below over this direction here. You know, we have one guy up at water tower. Go get into the mix. Go get into the mix. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know that some of you have dropped your PRs at bio. It's funny because somebody commented that the other day on my video. I know some of you guys, you know, drop your PRs at chem or bio. But, like, I have a rule. Don't go bio, don't go chem. The fights take too long. Players play really weird at times. I'm going to get into prison, factory, living quarters, control, where I know how people are going to play. They're going to play a little bit more aggressive. They're going to try to put the pressure on. But I also know that I'm going to be in the action, able to rotate quickly and able to pick up a bunch of kills quickly. Good patience right here. And he gets 2. He gets gifted with 2 right there. Oh, one guy on his level. dancing. Really good strafing right there. Bunch of people over to his left side here. Bunch of people over to his left side. One guy flying in above. We see it on radar. We got the advanced UAV up. Still a bunch of people over to the left side here. This guy's on his level. He shot too soon there. He didn't need to. But very easy tracking. Like I said, guys, this is 100% a lobby that he should absolutely take advantage of. But see, this is what I mean. Why do we make this decision right here? And I'm going to be hard on Nick because Nick's a 2.4K ED player and he needs it, right? He needs it to keep pushing that pacing and make sure that we're taking advantage of these. We don't get these very often. So when we do get them, hey, you got to capitalize. Why do we look over here and not over here? Right? Why do we look at, I know we're looking for the solo fight, but let's go find the solo fight within the team of 4, not just the solo kill. You know, there's always going to be that dynamic of take the easy kill over here, but when we're looking to push that 25, that 30 pace, right? We need to be in the action. You can see it on the minimap, right? Look at the minimap right here. Literally everybody is totally on the other side. Totally on the other side. So even if we do decide to take this kill here, we need to take it and then get out of this situation. Take it and then get back in the mix here. One guy flying in ahead. That's got to be a kill that we get. I mean, we got to get that kill right there. That guy's so one-shot, it's not even funny. That's a kill that we need to make sure we get right there. He's at 18 here. 18 with 8 other teams. I mean, guys, I'm salivating at the 30 here. I'm salivating at the 30 here. Guys, we need 12 kills. Respawn's about to disable. Again, we're still just not on the right side of the map. I do want to give him a very big round of applause here, guys, because he is playing trio. I think the last teammate backed out, but, you know, he is playing quads here, and notice he's splitting, right? This is where I want a lot of you guys to get to be able to handle fights on your own, to be able to 1v2, 1v3, and 1v4. It's just going to increase your kill potential because you're not fighting with your teammates for kills. So let's see how kind of this plays out. We know that there's still people. Yeah, we got a ton of cash here. We got so much cash. Harbor. I'd be honest with you. I'd be thinking about rotating. I'd be thinking about rotating out of here and just trying to rotate up, get into zone. Don't worry about these guys. Again, let's get into the, you can see it on radar, guys. You can see where the hot area is. You can see where the mix is. Let's go get in the mix. The one thing that I will say, you know, and we'll continue to let this play. I'll continue to let this play. The question I've been having from a lot of people, one guy in here. Yeah, good anticipation. That's right, exactly where he was on radar. He didn't even move. A lot of people would ask me, like, Joe, I get off to, how many times does this happen to you guys? You get off to a really good start early game, and then mid game and end game, your pacing dies. Probably a lot, right? It happens to a decent amount of you. Why does that happen? Well, in early game, where do our opportunities come from? Our opportunities come from the fact that other teams landed with us, right? We just happen to be in the mix. We just happen to have another team or two around us, and we're just taking what's given to us. We're taking the information as we go. We're, you know, acting on the next piece of info. We're anticipating well, but that is forced action because they are landing in with us. You need to force your own action in mid game. That makes sense, and I want you to really think about this. Early game is forced action because teams land with you. In mid game, you don't really have forced action. You need to force it yourself by getting UAVs up, by getting into the hot areas. And then from there, do the same thing you did early game. Challenge with momentum, anticipate well, act on information, execute well. And then from there, you kind of keep that momentum through mid game. If at any point we die, we just focus on loadout again. And then we do the exact same thing over and over and over. We need to rotate up here. We need to get high ground. One guy to your right side. Where's this guy going? Don't chase. Don't chase. Respawn has disabled. Slow your game down, guys. Get into... There's still 7 teams alive. There are so many teams alive here. This is crazy for an end game. This is crazy to have 7 teams still alive. Yeah, they should have just rotated early, put themselves in a better position as a squad. Nick's going to use that, which is going to be real... Yeah, let it fly. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. People down below in showers.
Yep, they'll agree. All agree.
I think they're gonna reset here. They're gonna reset. Good. Get back together. That's all. Get back together here. Look at circle rotation, guys. So every single, first of all, we lost out on some kills there because we didn't rotate early. If we'd gotten into circle early, could have potentially fought for a little bit of high ground, picked up 1 or 2 kills, potentially killed some people rotating in, picked up 1 or 2 kills. And those 1 or 2 kills matter because all of a sudden, if he gets 2 kills fighting for high ground and 2 kills on people rotating in. He's at 22. He only needs 8 here during end game with a bunch of people still left. But, you know, those 1 or 2 kills definitely add up. People outside here. Yup. Yup. No need to be that over aggressive there. No need to be. Let's see if he gets bought back. Let's see if he gets bought back or anything. And we just missed the opportunity. Notice zone is like completely out in the open here. They have 34 as a squad. Manny does not have enough cash here. Let's see what Manny's doing. Manny's the YY TikTok demon. He's actually centering well. This is the most obnoxious thing that I've ever seen. Nick, if Manny's your friend, I'm sorry. I have no idea. But this is actually kind of crazy to watch. Yeah, hey, Manny, hey, Manny, this is a first-person shooter. Yeah, this is a first-person shooter. So a big part of first-person shooters are shooting your gun, right? The goal is to get more kills. Also, really important to understand that Nick has 10 more kills than this guy, and Nick hasn't done anything flashy throughout this game. So, for those of you guys who are YY TikTok demons, that just goes to show you it literally does absolutely nothing for you. And we know that these guys are not that great of players. Because you can, I don't know, you can clearly kind of see it here. But yeah, I think, you know, Nick just missed the opportunity in this game, was too over-aggressive during endgame as well. You know, we needed to, if we really look at this as we finish this up, guys, we needed to rotate. Honestly, I'd be really tempted to maybe even, actually, let's get this kill here, and then let's go back to buy station. Let's throw a redeploy balloon down that we can all take, and let's get over to prison here and kind of get back in the mix. I also think, don't quote me on this because I don't know the cost 100%. I think he could have gone UAV and redeploy balloon, or even like redeploy balloon self-revive, right? And put himself in a better spot. But guys, this end game, you know, you've just got to rotate early. You've got to fight in circle. You know, don't be over aggressive here. You've got to kind of anticipate the fact that it's going to be multiple. In this case, he just expected it to be 1. It's 3. He goes down. We lose the 20 kill game. We lose the 30 kill game because that was in the picture. So yeah, guys, that's what I really want you to work on. Pull 1 or 2 things from today's video. As I always say, let's get better today, and I will see you tomorrow.